Stacy.
And Bo McDougal. I'm excited to be here. I've done a couple shows here, and when someone asked me to feature, it was actually like, I was a little nervous. I've actually been more nervous about this than my own other shows, so it's because you guys are looking right at my nose. So I'm going to do some songs tonight that I've been here before, and I was looking online to see what I did last time, and I'm going to do some stuff from my old album and new stuff from my new album, and maybe a couple little treats from somebody else's album. All right? All right. Decided it was about time to swim or drown. Broke free from my friends in my town. It never felt so good, but I never understood until now. It's a long, long way home. It's a long, long way home. I'm tired of being all alone. I'm going home. The grass is always greener, or so they say. Over on the far side of yesterday. Well, I've never read that book, but I've turned to take a look back that way. It's a long, long way home. It's a long, long way home. I'm tired of being all alone. I'm going home. Sometimes them old songs, they whisper in my ear. When warm summer rains and wet window panes begin to reappear, I'm going home. It's a long, long way 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 home. I'm tired of being all alone. I'm going home. I'm going home. I actually want to. I'm going to do this a little different though, because I never really. I did the songs kind of in order of. Bo and I went through them like little storyline stuff. I mean, I won't talk your ear off about it too much. But being a songwriter, sometimes I'm shy. I'm serious. So anyway. But a lot of stuff, the reason I started Long Way Home is because, I've been doing this for several years now, and I've been ups and downs and the roller coasters I've been on. And Long Way Home is kind of like the touring aspect of a musician or an artist. It's weird. You're out there and you're lonely and you're sad and you're like, oh God, I got to know the city, and not really. It's a lonely feeling to be out there, but then you get back home from being on the road, and you want to be back out there lonely and sad and scared to go to the next city. So I'm truly grateful. I mean, all the tours I've been on too, and the people that let us stay at their houses, and I was eating ramen noodles at one time, and that's it, and that's all I could afford. Okay, beef jerky. And but as far as that was my little touring song that I wanted to open up with. So this next song is on my new album. I wrote this basically about small town love. So anybody from a small town in here? I had a lot of friends got married right out of high school. Most of them are divorced. And, because small town love, everyone's like, it's got like arranged marriage. That's why I ran. South of town, we used to play down by the wishing well all day. On Saturday, we bring our lucky penny, wish our lives away. Grandpa'd say, careful what you wish for, might end up coming true. Then at 16, there you were, driving that beat-up truck over by the river. All I could do is think of a Saturday when I'd have a moment to drop in a penny just for you. The red bike I wished for came easy. You became wish number 2. Oh, the stars, they spelled out your name. Why am I going through so much pain? Grandpa, please visit the wishing well again for me. This old house out in the country we live is a symbol of the life we've chosen. Empty hallways, broken windows, and a pasture that hasn't seen many harvest moons. All I ever wanted to do was love you. It's not like I wished for the moon or the stars. They spelled out your name. Every day I see them fading away. Grandpa, please visit that wishing well again for me. Make wish number 3. Oh, starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. Help me see this through. Oh, I wish I may, I wish I might make this wish come true. Oh, wish number 3. All I ever really wanted to do was love you. It's not like I wished for the moon. Oh, the stars, they spelled out your name. Every day I see them fading away. How can they fall when this was all I wished to come true? Oh, the stars, they spelled out your name. Why am I going through so much pain? Grandpa, please visit the wishing well again for me. Make wish number 3. Wish number 3. Wish number 3. So I have a kind kind of a cool little thing. My aunt and uncle are here right now. And if you couldn't tell, she's the really tall blonde that's in the front row. In a minute, she'll be crying. Watch. Well, and I'll tell you real quick, that last song that I wrote, it was all based on my great-grandfather, Papa, we call him. He was a water checker. What do you call him? A water meter dude, yeah. And he was hilarious. He was just, being a little girl, I grew up with the guy checking water meters, and that wasn't real fun. But it was fun because I was with Grandpa, and that's all that mattered. So, he died many years ago. But I wrote this song. I turned the wishing well into an actual wishing well. I was thinking the water meter. I was thinking of him. He actually passed of Alzheimer's. But the best part about it is, in the nursing home, he still thought he was 18 or something, and he would not hit on the ladies a lot, but he would knock on your door and check your water meter. He's the cutest thing ever. And then let me add to that. They caught him when he was missing. He went missing, and he was missing all day. And I think he was in a bar, and he had like a cigarette thing rolled up in his. He was 18 again. He was like all greased out and hitting on the ladies. He's like 80. He's like, hey baby. Cops brought him home. They're like, you might want to look at your husband. But it's sad. And I mean, he was an amazing man. But that's what the song was about. And see, she's crying. This is the song that started it all. Well, you walked in the room, couldn't believe my eyes were brand new. You were wrapped up in disguise, not a doubt they wouldn't drop in to the floor. Every woman in the place was looking to score. Competition gets me every time in my way through the crowd. I'm gonna make you mine. Damn, you look good. I know I shouldn't feel this way, but I do. I know it sounds suspicious, but you look delicious. I thought I was over you. Damn, you look good, and I know I shouldn't feel this way, but I do. Damn, you look good. It's been a while. Well, we're out on the dance floor having a ball, twisting, turning away from it all. Don't you remember that's how it used to be? The fairy tale story of you and me. Well, you had to bring it up, had to cross that line and it up, and a fight happens every time. I can walk out the door like I do usually, screaming and hyperventilating, but damn, you look good. I know I shouldn't feel this way, but I do. I know it sounds suspicious, but you look delicious. Thought I was over you. Damn, you look good, and I know I shouldn't feel this way, but I do. Damn, you look good. Too many problems, too many sleepless nights. Never gave a night, just a fight after fight. Don't you want it, baby, how it used to be? 'Cause tonight you're gonna be the one who's coming with me. You look good. I know I shouldn't feel this way, but I do. I know it sounds suspicious, but you look delicious. Thought I was over you. Damn, you look good, and I know I shouldn't feel this way, but I do. Oh, I know that sounds suspicious, but God, you look delicious. Thought I was over you. Damn, you look good, and I know I shouldn't feel this way, but I do. Damn you, damn you, damn you look. Oh, you look good, yeah. You're mine tonight, baby. Thank you. Oh, sorry, Randy. Thank you. you. You know, the funny thing about that song is when I'd go around to radio stations in my first radio tour, and literally some of the DJs thought I actually was telling them they look good. They didn't even listen to the single. You send a picture of yourself, and I had these red high heels on in this picture, and it said, "Damn, you look good, love, Rachel Stacy." And they'd literally call and go, "Thank you, that was really sweet of you to say." Did you listen to the CD? No. Will you play it? Oh man, you know, so it actually got me at least in the radio station. So, and speaking of radio, this next song right here is my last single on the chart through Texas and around iHeartRadio and iTunes, and then I think Pandora. Yeah, Pandora. If you look up Rachel Stacy, I didn't even know I had my own station, and someone called me. They were traveling, and they're like, "I just want to let you know, I just decided to punch your name in driving down the road in Denver and put Rachel Stacy and iHeartRadio." That's the first one. And they're like, they're playing Janis Joplin, Melissa Etheridge, and then Rachel Stacy, and then Tanya Tucker, and that they were naming all the women across. I was like, what? Of course, I had to go find out. And then I was like sitting there writing everybody's names down. And what an honor. I had no idea that was there. That's definitely a God thing, because I didn't ask anyone to do it. So somebody miraculously put my name in. So anyway, this is my last song. I do have to tell you about this one. It's very important. Moon Turns In. It's done really well on the charts. It's still going. And Moon Turns In, I wrote out in Los Angeles with my best friend Ruby James, who's also an artist if you look her up. And my protective uncle. They have to interview with my uncle before I'm allowed to date. But anyway, so good man, right? Anyway, so this song actually I wrote about. I saw a lot of people lose their careers and dreams over drugs and addiction, either die or quit. This song actually, when Universal, I'll make it short. Universal had taken over me for a little bit for 18 months, and I ended up working with Lloyd Maines and Beau Hill, but we'll discuss Lloyd later. I couldn't believe when they were picking the songs, Universal, they took it to Beau Hill, and they had all these songs from different people I'd done and mine. And he goes, "Your best songs." He named all my songs down, and it was quite an honor for a guy who's got Grammys and who just worked with Dylan and Clapton and stuff like that. So when he sent the song, I did it in Willie Nelson's studio down in Pedernales studio. I did the song. It was this big hip and hype. The studio experience was a little too hypey for me. You know, lawyers are there, and it was just a little too suity for me. By the time they sent the rough to me, I fell to the floor on my knees and bawled my head off. I was like, "Finally, someone gets me!" You know, and I mean, I do have it on one of my albums in there, but also if you haven't heard it, we're just gonna Beau and I are gonna do our version. It's just as good. Daddy, don't work your face down the dirt again. Your message is off. All I can say is I've been there, my friend. To feel alive ain't been enough. Lonely ride with no end. Time ain't on my side. Daytime can wait till I ride the night till the end. Time ain't on my side. Oh, the dreams we could make just before daylight begins. The moon turns into the sun again. You can't relate all the signs you've been given. In that mirror of fate, you wish you could erase those lines that you're living. This moment of you is broken in two. Time ain't on my side. Daytime can wait, so I ride the night till the end. Little McDougal, y'all, put your hands together. Time me on my side. Daytime can wait till I ride the night till the end. Time me on my side. All the dreams we could make just before daylight begins. The moon turns in. Oh, the moon turns in. The moon turns in. Into the sun again. Into the sun again. Thank you. And I shot my first full-length video. I've done a lot of video work, but I shot my first full-length video with the Producers Lounge in Dallas, Texas. If you like what you hear tonight and you want to be part of the video release, I'd really love all of y'all to show up. We're saving it. It's not. There's no sneak peeks or anything. And
when are you doing it here?
that's a good idea.
It is.
Y'all want to do the video release here?
Sure.
Shut the front door. We'll talk. Have your people call my people. I'm just kidding. You won't get an answer if you call mine. My people don't exist. Yeah.
About 5 different answers.
Catch me on a good day. Anyway, so.
Hey, Rachel, do you want to do a feature for us? Yeah, well, yes, but can I call you?
What?
I've got this, and I'll call you back. Yes, I think I
Squirrel! I have to tell you guys a funny thing. I really do. Outside the back, my house, I have my studio in the back of my home. There's a tree right there with a bunch of, what are they called? Limbs. Woo! Bleach just sitting in. But I was sitting there literally one day on the phone like that, and a squirrel comes shooting across. I go, oh my God, squirrel! And the guy goes, did you just say that? Really? I was, oh, no. Sorry, I didn't mean to you. Those are, never mind.
Just tell them A-D-T.
T. Don't forget the H. That's my aunt. I've been this way. And, I do have to say something real quick before I do the song. That my aunt and, you know what? No, I'm going to save that. No, she's going to bawl her head off. So no, let me just save that. Anyway, both my aunts were pretty pivotal in me singing. So my mom was the pusher. She was the musician. But we'll tell the story later. So this song's called Too Soon. 45, her life was forced to change. Not much choice, she had to rearrange. Down the street, the darkness took its place, an unimaginable disgrace. She's a beauty, something I don't think she sees. She held her tears while he held someone new. Now she's running from the truth. Oh, admit your pain, girl. Cry out in vain. Oh, finding another stitch to bandage all your cuts. You know that healing can't begin, because nothing heals an open wound when it's covered up too soon. It's obvious she has to be the one. To anyone who seems to come along, stays high and flies above it all. Reality she never speaks. Drunken angel, I can't fly alone, her wings are broken. She don't even know herself right now. Sad to think she never will. Oh, admit your pain, girl. it's covered up. Juliet, he'll never come to you. Look in the mirror, it's time to face your truth. I'm just an outsider looking in, you ain't ready. You ain't ready, no, you ain't ready. You know, that's funny. You know, we all go through really hard times in our life, and I thought I was writing a song about my auntie going through a rough time, and I realized I was writing about myself too, and that's a true songwriter right there. When I can really sing on stage one night, I was like, oh my God, this is me. And that's the truth in songwriting. I can tell you everything that's wrong with you and look back at me and go, oh yeah, that's me too, you know, and you know, and I think some of you understand that. I don't know if any of you've heard it, but you spot it, you got it, you know. But that was a time in my life, and I was watching my aunt go through some pretty hard times, and we were like this, enmeshed. And I wrote that song in a little bit of worry, and then I realized a year later it was about both of us, and and that's funny. She said that, and she said, "Are you crying?"
Remember that song.
Are you crying? Because I can't see.
Of course.
I guess.
Of course I am.
Her and my mom are like, she's so good. Uncle Gop, are you over there crying too? All right. Oh, yeah. I was in a really heavy relationship. I thought I was in love. When I was writing this song, he began to travel. And I really thought I was marrying this person. He began to travel, and his job was making him travel. And so you'll hear in the song how I'm talking about missing him. And then through it all, in the middle of it, I got a phone call that he was cheating from his ex-wife, which is even harder because it was true. She had seen it. And so she called just to say, I just want to protect you. I think you need to know this. He had another girlfriend in another house, another state. It was tough for me because I was finally ready to make that move, you know, like actually move in with a guy, you know, and try this house thing. It was weird. And you want me to make you what? Breakfast? No, I really didn't mind. I really found myself kind of playing house because I fell in love, I thought, you know, and this was a hard time in my life because he began traveling, and then at the end of it, I would sing on stage, sing this song after I'd written it and bawl. I mean, I'd just sit there and people come up to me after shows and go, you all right? Obviously not. But I think as a songwriter, I have to write to heal, and he was my best friend, and what happened is it just, you know, it's sometimes two different personalities, and lots of toxicity cannot ever work. Oil and water does not work. So you can love somebody, but you may not supposed to be with them. I'm like single for the first time in my life, like for real. And Amy and I were just talking about this. Men, I'm really sorry to say this, but it's kind of weird, you know, being totally single and being a musician. And if it's a big crowd, I would not be telling you this, by the way. There'd be 15 guys about you going, you might call me sometime. Talk to my uncle. He's like here. He's military, man. You don't want to mess with him. He might have his shotgun. So. Whatever, which one? Yes, sir. Anyway, just kidding. No, I'm serious. So that's squirrel. What? It's really sad when my executive producer called and goes, we were just in New York and we had to get you this shirt, but we thought you'd have your feelings hurt. It says, squirrel. I was like, is it that obvious? Wait, we're alike, so you can't see anything. So,
I know we are.
what am I wearing? I'm just kidding. So, okay, let's start. I fell in love with a traveling man, 'cause that's the kind of guy I need to remind me things to live for. Your past is something to live. My past is something to regret. You've given me everything I need to breathe. I feel lonely coming on. I feel lonely singing my songs. Oh, the moonlight in your eyes won't tear down my disguise. I know you love me just the same. It doesn't change, but you're always away. Traveling man, you're not here holding me. You see, I'm the kind of girl who lives in the dark, scared to death of her own shadow. Shine the light on me too long. I feel the worst. Let's take this one day at a time, 'cause when you're out there, I ain't sure you'll stay in mine. I'm hearing things, I'm praying to God it ain't the truth. I feel lonely coming on. I feel lonely singing my song. Oh, the moonlight in your eyes won't tear down my disguise. I know you love me just the same. It doesn't change, you're always away. Traveling man, you're not here holding me. Take what you want, leave the rest for me to cry about. 'Cause what I have learned by now proves we are through. I feel lonely. Oh, why do I feel lonely? I feel lonely coming on. I feel lonely singing my songs. Oh, the moonlight in your eyes won't tear down my skies. See, I know you love me just the same. It doesn't change, you're always away. Traveling man, you're not here holding me. Traveling man, you've seen the last of me. Okay. Helen? Oh, this isn't the one yet. I wrote this song, I tell this story, so if you've been to my show, sorry. At least I'm telling the truth. Okay. I wrote this song, Vacuuming, which is rare. And, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. And so, why am I lying so much? Anyway, I was thinking about a friend of mine. She actually was on not even just dating services. She'd meet a guy, right? And I'm kind of old-fashioned. I don't know about you guys, but you know, maybe giving the goods away the first night might not be a good idea. And at least in my experience. And we're all adults here. Come on. Anyway, so she complained though, and I was always doing the, you know, talking to her. Well, you know what? Maybe you should just wait like a couple weeks, or I don't know, a day. You know, something like that. And so what I realized is that you don't get to know somebody. You know, you jump right into the sack. The next thing you know, the whole thing's based around. So what happens when you run out of the sack time? You gotta talk to each other. So I wrote this song about her. I realized we could all learn from it. Take a little time, baby, can't you see? We gotta move real slow. I said, let it breathe. If we take a little time, yeah, it'll move naturally. Take a little time, that's what it's for. Build up to that time, I just can't say no. Yeah, if we take a little time, yeah, we'll both surely want some more. Come on, Bo. You see, I've been hurt before, but nobody ever sees. I jumped in head first, now you see where it got me, right here with y'all. Yeah, if we take a little time, yeah, we'll both surely want some more, yeah. Take a little time, baby, can't you see? We gotta move real slow, I said let it breathe, let it breathe. Yeah, if we take a little time, yeah, it'll move naturally. Come on, Bo. Come on, y'all, Bo McDougal. One more time, Bo, come on. Take a little time, one look's all it'll take. I said nice and slow, no time for honey. Yeah, if we take a little time, yeah, there'll be no room for mistake. Take a little time, baby, can't you see? We gotta move real slow, I said let it breathe, let it breathe. If we take a little time, yeah, it'll move naturally. Take a little time, sing with me. Take a little time, take a little time, take a little time. If we take a little time, it'll move naturally. Okay, you guys keep going. Take a little time, 1, 2, 3. Take a little time, baby, look out. guys. I think we're going to take a short break, right? She wants a Mean Man song. Is that okay, guys? I'm a proud member of the NRA. As you've noticed, I don't like to be cheated on. Okay, this is for Helen. Standing at the station, suitcase in my hand. Let that cheating man stand with another woman, that's okay. I never loved you anyway. If that's the way you want it, I never loved you anyway. You took up all my time and you ran off everyone. Well, now I'm standing here, don't I look like number one? That's okay. I never loved you anyway. If that's the way you want it, I never loved you anyway. Oh, you drank up all my whiskey. I picked you up when you fell down on the floor. Get up. And now you're spending all my money as I watch your ass walk out the door. Oh, please write. If that's the way you want it, I never loved you anyway. Oh, but baby, listen what I say. Standing at the station, yeah, I'm staring down that track. You see, I let that cheating man with a footprint on his back. That's okay. I never loved you anyway. No, 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 no. If that's the way you want it, I never loved you anyway. If that's the way you want it, I never loved him anyway. If that's the way you want it, I never loved you anyway. Hit the door, Jack. Thank you, Bo McDougal. All right, we have a lot more for you. We're just going to take a break, 10-minute break.